My brother brought me a project. Says it won't run and the switch feels a little funny. I did ask why is it covered in overspray. Because it sets right under where I spray coat was the reply. I did express that the machine is not going to like that environment. A look I understood, and it sets where it has to set. Can you take a look at the switch? The switch doesn't quite feel right. Quick continuity check and either the switch, the motor, or maybe a thermal fuse. Let's see if we can get lucky and it's the switch. The hose shroud just snaps in with 3 tabs. There are 6 small Phillips screws on the top cover. Still something holding it together. I see the rubber feeder missing and the intake air filter. Looks like a small torque screw in the feed holes. Yes, a T10. What the? There's something metal in the hole. Got to take a better look here. If that last screw is what it looks like, I'm going to be irritated. Well, it's not a T15, and I only have a short security bit set. Wow, a T20 security torque screw in a deep hole. What the hell were they thinking? After removing those 4 screws, the cover will now come off. Oh, I see. The small Phillips screws hold the top cover to make a seal with a large O-ring, and that forms the air output. 6 T10 torque screws hold the baffle down that the switch is mounted in. At least no security screws here. Going to check the switch first thing. One side is open. Well, that was easy, except for that 1 screw. I'll take some measurements of the switch, see if I can find a replacement. In the meantime, I'll just jump it out so he can use it till I get the switch. Found these switches on Amazon. They have better electrical ratings and seem to be mechanically identical to the original. It's a pretty neat designed HVLP blower. The motor is smaller than I was expecting, but it moves a lot of air. Wiping any grit off of the O-ring, and then put the top cover back on. I didn't have any screws like the 4 in the bottom, so I'll have to reuse these. But I did take a punch into the security screw, so a regular Torx screwdriver will fit. Still, a mix of T10 and one T20. I don't like that. But we'll have a happy brother, and that's always good. Let's take a look inside the switch and see what we have. Yeah, it's not the switch's fault. There are so many holes in the back of the switch that the air being pulled or pushed through it delivered a nice layer of paint to the contacts. As the sprayer is back in use, if I have to replace the switch again, I'll seal up the holes in the back of it next time. Well, being the Festivus season, I got a grievance. Some may ask, what is the cause of a hole in the end of a Torx driver? A small grinding stone? A cobalt drill bit? Nope. None of those things are the cause. Assholes. Assholes at companies that have no respect for their customers. That's the real cause for such contraptions as this. I mean, this company went out of their way, actually increased their cost to manufacture this item, just to add aggravation to my day. I don't appreciate that at all. A perfectly good product, and now I resent the entire company. Thanks for watching.